Allah himself promised that when you do istighfar, when you go through forgiveness, Allah is going to increase you in money, literally money, children, and more blessings. And on top of that, more power on top of your power. So how does it really work? And the way it works is that forgiveness, istighfar, takes you out of the survival paradigm into the higher paradigm. So when you're doing istighfar, you're cleaning up the guilt, the shame, the apathy, the grief. And as a result, you're rising up. And now you're feeling more acceptance, you're feeling reason, you're feeling love and joy. And as a result, you see more blessings happening in your life. But sadly, we have 90% of the population feeling things like fear, like anger. And what does Allah tell you? Allah tell you, don't fear things, don't fear people. Take this fear and place it only to Allah. Don't get angry. Allah says that He loves those who control their anger. So don't get angry. Allah's telling you, clean these low-level emotions. When you're feeling shame and guilt, go back to Allah. Allah doesn't want you to be feeling guilt or shame. Allah wants you to clean it through Him. The more that you're living through these feelings right here, the more that you're literally bringing hell on earth to you. And as a result, earth becomes a literal hell for you. And this is why Allah says that when you go to Jannah, Allah's going to remove all the negative feelings within you, because in Jannah, there is no more negative feelings. And I'm telling you that you can experience this right now, because Allah can be found right now. And being with Allah is 10 times, 1,000 times better than being in Jannah. So the more that you start living in gratitude and love and peace, Allah's going to increase you more and more, because He says, لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. And the more that you practice forgiveness, and I'm not saying sit down and keep saying astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. I'm saying literally have no ill feelings in your hearts at all. Forgive everything, everyone, including yourself. And the more that you live through these feelings, the more Allah's going to give you easily, because Allah Himself promised you this. Shaitan promises you poverty because he wants you to be living in these low-level emotions, but Allah promises you forgiveness and bounty, because when you're connected to Allah, you're living here. And this is how you know if someone's truly connected to Allah, if they're just, throughout the day, love out of nowhere, gratitude out of nowhere, just feelings of happiness out of nowhere, because they know there's no need to have a reason to feel happy, because Allah's already here, and Allah's the biggest reason why you should be feeling happy. Remember, Allah's given you everything that you've ever asked for. Everything you need is already here. So what I'm telling you is learn how to move up the scale, and the way that you move up the scale is through remembering that Allah is always here. That's why Allah says, with the remembrance of Allah, hearts are going to find ease, which means that hearts are going to start living finally through love. So sit right now after this video and truly remember and know that Allah's presence is always here. Allah's so close to you, He's closer to you than your breath. Wherever you look, you can see the touch of Allah. Once you truly do that and you remember that Allah is always here, you're going to rise up in this frequency easily.